Hello YouTube, this is Gravender and I'm coming at you with some more Marvel Contest of Champions. And in this episode we're going to be doing some more of the Act 4 Rebellion Chapter 1 Metamorphosis walkthrough. We are currently on Mission 2. And it looks like our main boss in this one is going to be Ant-Man, which is probably going to be pretty difficult considering the fatigue that he throws on people. Now, I haven't looked at anything that has to do with this mission, but we're going to go in and give it a try anyway. Try and see what we've got here. You know, I'm not really... I personally would rather have this 5% power gain. I'm not taking a 3-star in. I already have the Mystic. I already have a Mutant. So, now we're pretty much free game. You know, I can take in Ultron and Yellow Jacket. Because Yellow Jacket gets the nice little 25% crit damage with Ultron now. So, I mean, it looks like a pretty decent team to me, an overall rating of 14,206. So, we're definitely over the 13,282 recommended. So, let's jump in here and see how far we can get into this without getting our butts kicked. Now, I know the last video that I posted up is, well, I'll talk about it in a minute. Notice anything missing, Summoner? That's correct. The Maestro is gone. But for what purpose? I allowed Ant-Man's previous investigation as I found the resulting information useful. Aren't I clever? I was able to get close to the Maestro while I was at micro size. I'm afraid the news is not good. Okay, yeah. So let's discuss a little bit about the last video that I did. Now, obviously I was pretty ticked off. I think a lot of other people were ticked off. I appreciate the feedback everyone gave. I think that we're kind of in the majority here in thinking that the update to the arenas was completely bogus and complete bullcrap, if I can put it bluntly. I even posted on the Kabam forums about it. I don't like it. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's good. I don't think it helps anyone. Yeah, the points are raised somewhat, almost double, a little bit over double, but for 4 stars, even if it is doubled, you're losing out on getting to play. Period. Plain and simple. It's not that easy, guys. It's it's not as simple as a lot of people were trying to make it out on the forums. I do not understand why anyone, other than the people who drop money into this game, would have absolutely wanted anything to do with that whatsoever. It's the only thing I can think of. I even saw someone on the forums like thanking the people that are like at the top of the list for helping them to get this problem taken away. I highly doubt they're the reason that this got took away. Very highly doubt that. People can think what they want to, though. That's their prerogative, and that's people are allowed to have their own opinions on things. I personally do not think any of the top players were the reasons that this stuff got took away. I personally think that the top players not wanting to sink so much money into the game or have to spend as much time on it as they do to get the champions is the reason that this was instituted. It's my opinion on the matter. You get enough people that spend enough money, get together, say they want something changed, it's going to get changed. Thankfully, Kabam saw the error of their ways, though. It's a really crappy idea. Plain and simple. The way that they were going to change the arenas was absolutely ridiculous, and it just wasn't going to work. Not for the rest of us, it wasn't. And I'm still sticking to my guns on I'm not spending any money on this game next month. I think that should send a message to them. Obviously, not everybody's going to, but you know what? They're not getting my money. You guys know about how much I spend on this game. You guys see the crystal openings. And that's not even to mention the amounts of money that I would drop on getting the extra catalysts whenever I was doing runs through on the tier. Because, I mean, I wouldn't... I've been known to buy the tier 2s. Not the tier 1s, but the tier 2 class catalysts and the tier 3 class catalysts. If the offers popped up, I would buy them. Every Sunday, I would drop money on the tier 3 daily special catalyst. I'm not doing it anymore. I will play this game, but I'm not dropping money on it. Just the simple fact and idea that they would have the audacity to try and drop rules on people like they were going to absolutely irks me. I still love the game. It's just not worth spending money on whenever they're just trying to screw people and make money off of it. I understand they put money into making this, but they have far and beyond made their money back from putting it into this game. There's no doubt in my mind about that. They have made that money back tenfold. I've seen the numbers. I've looked at the numbers. I know around about what they have made from this game, from us. And it's just, until they can start actually giving back to us instead of trying to screw us over, I just can't do it. I can't do it anymore. There are games out there that aren't making nearly as much money as this one. Future Fight, Marvel Future Fight being one of them. I mean, it obviously still makes money. But they give, I don't play the game that much, but my cousin does. He plays it all the time. And he's always talking about how they're always giving stuff away. I just couldn't get into the gameplay. It's not how I like to play. I like these games like this. This one more so than any of the other ones. But he's always telling me about how Future Fight is giving back to their players, giving them free champions, daily check-ins. You get a free champion. I did that for Hulkbuster when I played it. It's a free champion. Just check in every single day for 7 days and you get a free champion. Kabam doesn't do anything. I mean, it's like pulling whenever they have server issues and they're forced into quote unquote they're forced into server maintenance that they never let you know about. They'll give you one premium crystal that guarantees a 2-star champion. Now with Future Fight, you get 2-star champions, 1-star champions, but you know what? They rank up. You can work towards ranking them up. What do you can't rank these ones up to 3 and 4 and 5 stars. They're just that. They're 2-star champions. And they never go above that. So I don't see what's the big deal with not being able to help people. I just don't understand it. Sorry. I know I'm back on the same rant as I probably previously was in the last video, but it really pisses me off. I know what it's like to be young and playing video games. Obviously, in my time, we didn't have people that were trying to rip us off by having add-on after add-on after add-on. I mean, once you bought a game and played it, that was pretty much it. And you could, back in my day, you could play a game over and over and over again. The worst thing about games back in my time was most of the time you didn't have a save point, which probably wasn't such a bad thing, because if you didn't beat the game in a day, you got to start it all over again the next day and play it until you did. So there was a lot of replay to it. But I think a lot of kids back in my day were pretty okay with just about playing just anything in general, though. That's just me, though. I love technology. I love the new stuff. I love playing video games. I always have. I always have loved playing video games. But I just don't like being taken advantage of, and I don't like seeing other people taken advantage of either. And that's just what it seems like we're getting into at this point with Kabam and the money grab that they have going on. But so far, so good on this level. It's like I've told you guys before too with these walkthroughs from here on out. I'm just going to show you the first initial run through of a mission, and then I will finish it up on my own and give you all the last run through of it. So just so you guys can see the rewards. I know that's more what anybody wants to see than anything else. So that's what we're going to do from here on out. I still need to hit up the Blood and Venom so I can start working on it more. I don't really see it going anywhere as soon as some of the other ones were gone, because of the fact that it's got Venom and Guillotine in it, and Guillotine is just coming out tomorrow in the arenas. It's actually the quickest I've seen an arena preview go up was for Guillotine, because it's already in the arena right now, which is really strange to me. Usually I'm not used to seeing those things go up at least 2 or 3 hours beforehand, and now here we are like 6, 7, yeah, about 7 hours from the arena starting, and it's already posted. But I am glad they stuck with the way that they are going to be doing things, or have been doing things in the past. I don't know what the current status is on the Doctor Strange. They're probably still keeping him out as a champion reward, which I don't understand that as much as anybody else. Doesn't make any sense, even if they are going to debuff him, which they already have debuffed him some to an extent. His third phase that he goes into does not give off nearly as much health as it once did. And I do not have a cosmic. Okay, awesome. But yeah, he does not regain nearly as much health as he used to. I've noticed that a lot in the Alliance quests. So he has actually been debuffed. And if they're planning on debuffing him more, then he's going to be hurting. This one here is going to hurt us pretty bad. This has got that poison on it. So I cannot wait to see what changes they're going to make to him. Psych. Not really looking forward to that in the very least whatsoever. Doesn't make any sense. Just leave stuff alone. Leave it the way it is. Things are going really good. People are enjoying themselves. It's fun. Yeah, we're not in the top of everything like we probably want to be, but you kind of expect that when there are people willing to drop tons and tons and tons of money into the game. The maestro is working hard towards his ultimate goal, but no, my head, I can't help myself. Rawr! Summoner, fight me now! There are just definitely people out there willing. What the frick? We just saw something. Summoner, kiss your street cred goodbye. Because you're about to be humiliated by a guy smaller than a thumb drive. Why couldn't they have just put that all in the same thing? Okay. But yeah, there's always going to be people out there willing to drop more money into something than anybody else just so they can be at the top of lists, and that's fine. I was absolutely tickled to death making top 500, so and not spending anything on it. That was the biggest thing. I didn't spend a dime on it, and I made top 500. If I'd have had more time, I probably would have done a lot better, but I didn't have the full 3 days to play. There you go. Come on, get that out of there. This is that glancing absolutely destroys any chance you have of beating this guy. That is one of the best abilities because it lowers so much, but well, thankfully we didn't have any stacks of fatigue. Now he is absolutely kicking our... Now we've got the fatigue. He is absolutely kicking our butts. That's what we needed, the bleed. And it's gone. It lasted little to no time. I can only imagine what this is going to be like the further along we go if these are as hard as they already are now. Because Ant-Man just kicked my butt. I think if I would have went in with Black Panther at full health, he probably could have took him down. I'm not going to say that as a positive, but we're definitely standing a pretty good chance right now with him being at 2,400 on health of at least going down. I'm not going to say for sure that he's getting down because I don't want to eat my words if he does happen to beat the snot out of this one too and then the rest of them, but I've got a pretty good feeling that at least one of my champions is going to take him down right here. But this is absolutely yeah, he's down. But these guys are absolutely insane. It's been okay up until this point. We've had a little bit of like roadblocks along the way, but he was pretty tough. I've got to say, he was pretty tough. Now, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But there you have it. First run through, it took us up to 42% explored. And not too bad on the rewards. I was kind of expecting maybe some shards to come out of it, but we didn't. We did get a golden crystal and 10 units. Lots of quest crystals that came out of that one, so that's a lot of fun, I guess. And we get some tier 4 basic ISO. We're actually getting tier 4 basic ISO out of the chest as well, so that's a pretty good bonus. So altogether, 10 of them. So that'll get you a pretty good ways, you know. Gold's kind of sparse as far as I'm concerned. That's not a lot of gold. You definitely couldn't use all the ISO you have here on that gold, but guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.